From the beginning of our first visit, when Teacher Paul looked me in the eye and said, "We need you, you must come back," the project has been driven by the villagers. Obviously on this end in California, we drive the fundraising. Of course they have no capacity for that, but what that money goes to is driven by the villagers. The leadership both of the village and of the school, they meet and they talk about what they need. They present a list of needs to us, prioritized, and we then tell them, well, we will try. Although we make no promises, we do take the list that they devise, and those are our marching orders. They tell us, okay, now it's time to try to start building up the secondary school because we're going to have kids graduating from the primary school, going to the secondary school, so now can you please help us with the secondary school? And can you please help us with our health needs? And so on and so forth. So yeah, they direct us.
Don and Marianne found that link and realised how valuable it was to them as individuals, and thought, yeah, these are my friends, and I want to help them, and that's what they're doing. And they're doing it in a really positive and well thought out manner. It's not just a case of, here's a gift, thank you very much. It's how can we work together to make things better in your community. It's the way development should be.
I keep waiting for the day when we're going to fail and have to tell them, you know what, we didn't raise the money for that. That's bound to happen. But so far it hasn't. So far we've always raised more money than was needed to pay for what the villagers told us that they needed. I'm a little concerned that might not happen this upcoming year because, again, our goals have broadened. And we are trying to do for the secondary school what we've already done for the primary school. But at least so far, we have met every challenge that the villagers have set for us.
I really feel like there's no question that this is what I'm supposed to do. This is the one area of my life, besides raising children, that I never wake up in the morning and think, is this the right thing to do? There's just no question that I need to be there and I need to be part of these people's lives because they have invited us to come and we are now friends, and you don't turn your back on friends.
The country wants everybody to have the opportunity of an education, and whilst the Millennium Development Goals are suggesting that there's free primary education for everyone, the reality is that free primary education means that you don't pay for the teacher. You still have to buy a desk to sit at, you still have to provide food if you want your child to have lunch, you still have to provide a uniform, you still have to provide firewood that you have to contribute towards the chef. If you don't contribute to those things, then you're not allowed to participate in the free education process. The government will provide the roof if you provide the foundations and the walls. The country doesn't have the resources to provide that roof at the time that you want it. So it may well take years before they get round to putting your roof on your school. So what do? Do you wait for the government? And in Bacho, that's what they were doing. They had built the walls and they waited for the government to come and put the roof on. So the community, having invested a lot of time and money in doing that, were then failed by their government. So it was fantastic that Don and Marianne were available to come along and witness these things and say, well, actually, if what you need is a helping hand, we can provide that helping hand. And that's what they've done. They have turned what was a school that was unbelievably bad, grotty, I mean, a school that would make you cry if ever you went to it, into a school where, you know, people come from miles around because this is the best school in the community and this is the best school for 40 kilometers.
It is something which the government failed to do for 40 years. You have done it only in 2 years. It is a miracle.
So I invite all who want to come to our school.
Welcome.
They were so happy with us, so happy with the way that we responded, not only to the work, but to the people themselves, that they said, bring as many people as you want next year.
We hope to return for many years because there is much that needs to be done. They need health care, they need clean water, they need a sustainable farm at the school. We would like to make the school the center of the community, as this is what the community would like.
Of course, there's a lot more that has to be done. You can't just say, well, here's a book, here's a teacher, good luck. What happens when those students have finished their education and they're clever enough to go to secondary school, but they can't afford to go to secondary school? So the commitment has to be a long-term one. Building and working with the secondary school is a fantastic step in that commitment, but we still need to think about sponsors. Can someone help sponsor some of these children? Because again, you know, you're on 20 cents a day. The school fees, the uniform, the books, all of the things that you need for a secondary education are expenses that the community don't have. So how are you going to escape from poverty without some assistance from someone else? And with the knowledge that the students will get, they will be able to challenge poverty in their community, and they will be able to find solutions from within the community to challenge poverty and alleviate it in that community.
Send my greetings to all Americans, the last group of last year, and for others, tell them that the Tanzanian people, they love you very much and they welcome you for any time they want to come to Tanzania. Thank you very much, madam.
If you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. If you teach him to fish, then he can fish for the rest of his life. But you're going to have to give him the rod. Otherwise, you've just taught him, but he still hasn't got the resources to catch the fish.
By doing this, I think after a few years, people living in Bacho, our life will be improved, because when you help somebody in education, when he or she grown up, she will help her family also.
Obviously, it's hard work to do the fundraising and the organizing and everything else on top of our full-time jobs, but it's not a sacrifice because we really do get so much out of it. It's almost selfish, perhaps, because we get so much joy out of it.
You think, well, you know, is this right? Am I supposed to get this much out of helping other people? And if that's the case, why haven't I been doing it for years?
I am really privileged, and I am honored that this has come into my life, because it has changed my life forever.
As you shake hands with us, let's meet the people. We are trying to build a pillar here, and then there at America you are building the pillar, and then we build the bridge.
This is tired Maasai. And like this again is tired Maasai. Yes. This is another type of tired Maasai. And very, very tired Maasai is like this. Oh, I said, but my knee. Oh, but I can try. Oh, very, very tired Maasai. It's like very, very tired Maasai. Eh?
Yeah.
It's a sit sometimes.
Yeah.